Welcome to New to the Street. I'm Anna Berry. Joining us is Alain Ghiai with GlobeX Data, the leader in Swiss-hosted private and secure communications and private and secure data management. Welcome, Alain.
Thank you, Anna. Welcome to anyone who's watching us. Happy to be here.
So explain to us what happened to the RNC hack and the SolarWinds Cozy Bear hack scandal that erupted recently. What damage did it create to large distributors and MSPs like Synex, for example?
Well, I'm glad you mentioned Synex because this is one of the companies we signed up with starting in Canada to distribute Sekur to their reseller, their MSP. The problem is that the world uses the same two or three big tech companies, namely Microsoft and Google, when it comes to email and video calls, etc. And what's happening is that these companies, the SolarWinds was a tragic hack. In fact, it happened over 3 times, and it stole the source code of Microsoft. So now the problem is that you have malicious hackers coming in. They can basically reverse engineering that security, whatever little security there was. And they got through that. They got into some very large managed service providers. So an MSP is a company that your business may hire to do your IT, and they do everything. You know, they'll install the software, they'll manage your security and so forth. And Synex is one of the top 2 global distributor of IT service and product. Is traded in the New York Exchange, I think under SNX. So they're very big. And their clients are MSPs. Now, Synex is not denying or accepting anything, but you know, there's so many articles everywhere. An MSP of Synex got hacked. So we don't know if it's the entire 30,000 MSPs that are going to have the problem. And an MSP may have like 2,000-3,000 customers, which in turn becomes millions of end users. In businesses, you will have lawyers, doctors, bankers, everybody is using the same system. So the big problem is that now it's a big Pandora's box that's opening. We need to obviously tighten that up. The problem is that data mining makes more money than securing people's data. Nobody in their right mind is going to spend so much time just for privacy when they can make a lot more money data mining their customers. You know, Microsoft is selling to Zoom, Zoom is selling to Facebook. I mean, it's a whole exchange of data, and your life and my life are being sold every minute to anybody that's willing to buy the data to sell a product.
Well, that seems to be the big question globally today. You know, how can we protect ourselves when it comes to data security? So that's where Sekur comes in, right? Can you break down what Sekur does, and what's the difference between Sekur and other solutions offered by big tech like WhatsApp, Messenger, or Gmail?
Sure. So Sekur is essentially a Swiss-hosted private and encrypted solution. We use proprietary technology. We use independent platform. We have our own servers. So that means we don't host our application on AWS, which is Amazon Web Service, Microsoft Azure Cloud, or Google Cloud. We are a private and secure messaging and email application. So we have 2 solutions. You have Sekur, which is an email and a messenger. So that would be replacing, let's say, your Outlook or your Gmail, and also your WhatsApp or your Signal or any other application you may have there. And then we have Sekur Messenger, which is only $5 a month. And that replaces, typically for people who want some privacy, it would replace your WhatsApp or other application. Now, you have to pay for our application. I mean, email, you have to pay anyway for most professional email. People are in the habit of having free everything, but when it's free, you're the product. I mean, we have countless articles and scandals out there about how our data is being stolen left and right and hacked. So the uniqueness about Sekur is the following. First of all, it's Swiss hosted. That means the data is private. You know, we obey Swiss privacy laws. It's independent in terms of platform. That means there's no Cloud Act. The Cloud Act is a US law that says that even if your data is in Switzerland and you use a US platform, you have to comply with the duplication in the US of data and subpoenas, etc. And then we also have privacy features, like we never ask for your phone number. You notice if you use WhatsApp or anything else, even SMS, by the way, your regular text message is the worst to use. When you use WhatsApp, you have to download it and then you have to put your phone number, just like any app. With us, you first register to our website, sekur.com, then you download the app and you don't have to give your phone number. This eliminates essentially 99% of all hackers coming in. And we also don't social engineer your address book. So if you get compromised, you'll notice that everybody in your address book will be compromised as well. So that's a huge thing. Also, we're the only application in the world that lets you communicate with a non-secure user. So people tell me, well, I don't have Sekur. People don't have Sekur. Not everybody has it. Well, you can message someone, essentially to get an email to chat, and then boom, you have a secure connection on their browser. And then when the conversation is complete, you can delete the conversation and it disappears from everybody's device and our servers in Switzerland. So we don't keep copies of things. But some of these applications, they have delete, but they keep it on their server. And we do the same for email. You also don't need a VPN, because essentially all communications when you connect happen only in our encrypted Swiss server environment.
Well, Alain, it really brings up the question, how much is our freedom worth? Talk a little bit about this new possible fact-checking that our SMS carriers might be getting from the DNC. Talk about that.
Well, freedom is priceless. And in Switzerland, we're fiercely independent, and we vote by raising the hand almost. It's very anti-government in Switzerland. It's libertarian to the ultimate level. So the fact-checking that the DNC is trying to do is essentially they go to a telecom operator and they say, well, we have a national security thing or national health crisis. We want to read every text message and listen to every conversation that's out there. And they can do it because the Cloud Act, the Patriot, the Cybersecurity Act, legally it's doable. And technically, it's doable too, because all the telecoms, when you send an SMS, a text message, the telco has a copy. So whether it's AT&T or the other companies, they have copies of that. They keep them at least 30 days on file. And when you say, okay, I'm going to be smart, I'm going to use, let's say, Signal, which people may think it's more private. Well, that's hosted by Amazon Web Service. They have to be by the same laws. So I'm not going to make opinions on what the government should or should not do. But all I can say is that when you use text message, nothing is private. Now, whether it's a hacker coming into your phone or the government trying to read every text that you send. America is a great country. I mean, they invented freedom. But you do have corporations and special interests that are trying to pry into your privacy. And that's why you need a little bit of that little Swiss protection.
Well, thank you for creating this, and I enjoyed talking with you, and I look forward to hearing more updates and speaking with you again. Thank you, Alain.
Thank you, Anna. Thanks, everyone, for watching.
Yes, thank you all for watching New to the Street.
And remember, don't forget to buy in now, because this is about to go straight to the moon by December, guaranteed. Check the link in my bio to